It's your guy who is never lying, sometimes defiant. TP Way the Giant. This is gonna be a difficult live, man. But let's get this intro over with, man. Shit.
Hey baby, let's go out there like a bunch of crazy dogs, man.
Sometimes defiant, sometimes defiant, sometimes defiant.
Hey, Shooter, you at home right now? Get back in there, I'll kick you.
Sometimes defiant, sometimes defiant.
It's your guy.
What you gotta say to the camera?
Yes, sir. TP Way the Giant.
Going as all you want to. He's built for this shit. We don't fold, motherfucker. We don't fucking fold.
Son, I gotta do that in this.
Sometimes defiant, sometimes defiant.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not even gonna lie to y'all, man. This is the hard part about my job, man. This is the hard part about my job. I'm super glad that we were recording at 6 and not like right after the game, because I was kind of able to get some of my emotions. But I know this is about to be a long ass conversation. Like, this is gonna be difficult. But I'm a man of my word, man. I'm a man of my word. I'm here, and we're gonna talk about this ass whooping. Vikings dropped 28 on us, and Graham Gano was the only person for us that could put some points on the board with 6. So what I'm gonna do right now is ask y'all: do I start with y'all or do I start with the chat?
I mean, listen, first of all, where your boys at, man? Like, they left you.
They left you like that. They hiding. They put you up to the Jets and ran away. Like, what's going on, man?
That's dirty,
They
boy.
didn't
That's dirty.
when you just the Giants didn't show up today.
I'm gonna tell you this is what the embarrassing thing is, right? The embarrassing thing is I was hitting them, and they went to the game. And so they were saying, with the traffic and things like that, hopefully they could get back home in time. But the shit got so ugly so fast that everybody was leaving early. So they might be in here. They might be able to make it because they left early. And that's just a testament on how ugly shit got. So
all right.
Yeah,
man. No, I mean, look, man, I'm feeling really, really, really good about today, man. I know my boy Wood. Look at that big smile on my boy's face, man. Hey, look, man, you know what I'm saying? Hey, it feels good to be a Vikings fan today, man. Like, nice day in the neighborhood, man. But let's hear. I mean, honestly, man, I want to hear what you have to say, TP, about.
Yeah, let's see what you got.
John, I kind of want to know the vibes, man. I want to know the vibes.
Yo, to be real with you, I don't know where to start other than this, right? I'm gonna say this about you and to your fans. Y'all were 100% right. I even had time to reflect, right? And I was just like, you know what? What can I have on my side to argue? I tried to think back into our conversation and think of something that y'all was just off on.
Yeah.
There is not one thing that I heard come out of your mouths that I can say was wrong. And to a lot of the people in your fan base.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna run down the list real quick. First off,
this fun, D Woods. I like this.
No, I'm back and listening.
I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. This is one of the hardest shits I ever had to do up on this channel, y'all. This is crazy. But I'm a man of my word.
Yeah.
All right. So I told everybody, make sure they keep the same energy. And so I gotta, get behind that. So let's start with this. Y'all said that Sam Darnold was going to play better than Daniel Jones. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I thought y'all was fucking tripping. I thought there was no way in the world that was going to happen. But what it showed me was exactly what y'all said, and that's what pissed me off even more. You could tell that he is a veteran in this shit. You could tell that him being behind quarterbacks in San Fran, like, taught and showed him something. Because after that first drive, I'm not even gonna lie, and I'm glad I didn't hit you because I was just about to talk heavy shit after that first drive, and I'm glad I didn't.
Yeah.
But I thought he was gonna fold. I was like, yo, we got him. He's done.
Yeah.
But the vet in him was like, okay, I see what I got to do. And he fucked us up. I mean, it was bad, man. It was bad. That's not Sam Darnold. that was Tom Brady coming out of retirement right there, yo. Like,
quick too, man. Like, not only surprising for you, like it was low-key surprising for me as a Vikings fan. Like, you know what I mean? I had my doubts in Sam Darnold, but yeah, man, Sam Darnold did his thing, man.
Yo. I want y'all like, yo, I'm gonna put this in perspective, right? I'm gonna put this in perspective. I watched the Ravens and the Chiefs. I watched the Eagles and the Packers. I watched all those different quarterbacks that people say are the great quarterbacks in the league. Sam Darnold looked better than every quarterback that played before. And that's just a fact.
He looked good.
With arm talent wise, he looked better than every quarterback that we've seen. Think about it. In that Ravens and Chiefs game, Lamar, if his arm talent was up to par, let's say that was first game rust, right?
Yeah.
Their first game rust looked a lot different from what Sam Darnold's first game rust looked. Because if Sam Darnold was in that position that Lamar was in, he would have made that throw to Flores. He would have made that throw at the end of the game to what's my man, Ivory, the tight end or whatever.
Vikings.
Yeah, he would have made that throw and hit it on the money. The way he was playing today.
Mm-hmm.
Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts threw about 5 catchable picks in this game. Sam Darnold played better than Jalen Hurts. Jay Love. If Jay Love actually played a good game, they would have beat Philly. Sam Darnold played better than Jay Love. It's mind-blowing to me that this is the facts. I never would have thought that I would have been sitting here talking to y'all about elite play from Sam Darnold.
Let's go.
Mind-blowing. Mind-blowing.
Let's go.
But to y'all credit, to your fan base's credit, y'all said this over and over again, and I can't deny it. I can't argue it. Y'all said this is the best system he has been in since he stepped into the league, and it showed. Justin Jefferson didn't even have to overkill. Justin Jefferson did what he had to do, made a little noise just to win the game, and then was like, you know what? Second half, I don't even got to do much.
Yeah.
Like, whatever. This Addison didn't even have to play the second half. Like, he didn't even have to. So, again, when it comes to the quarterback play, y'all were right. This is going to hurt me to say this shit. And this is why I said in the video where I was just like, yo, it's not about Ivan Pace. It's about us. Ivan Pace was 100% right. And you cannot be mad at him as a Giants fan. He said this was not even going to be a competition. How can you be mad at somebody that was just telling the truth? This wasn't a competition.
Yeah.
True enough.
Yeah.
True enough.
Now,
Hey, man. Hey, talk. Hey, you know, talk.
This is where y'all was wrong at. This is where y'all was wrong.
Hey,
This
well,
is the one thing.
now hold up. Now,
No. Listen, let
You
me
was doing
land. Let me
good,
land.
TP. You was
No,
doing
let
good.
me land. Just let me land. It's gonna make sense. It's gonna make sense.
I got you.
This is where y'all was wrong at. I don't know if y'all have some meetings and shit off of YouTube as a fan base or whatever, but y'all underplayed the fuck out of the talent that is on y'all roster. Y'all made it seem like, oh yeah, you know, we just trying to figure some things out and blah, blah, blah. Y'all are Super Bowl bound if y'all keep playing like that.
We humble.
Bro,
We
y'all
humble,
didn't. Y'all no. Then fuck the humble shit.
We a
Y'all
humble fan base.
got shit going together over there.
Hey, but I like that, TP. I like that, man. You know, I think a lot of people in the chat, you know, that's tuned in right now are going to appreciate you saying that, man, because maybe you're right. Maybe we are, you know, under just, you know, just not being too cocky, man. We should be a little bit more cocky, man, with the way they played today. I ain't gonna lie. Because that defense, bro, like me and D Wood said it early in the game, man. That defense nasty, man. Nasty, boy. That Joe nasty, boy. We gonna be a problem for some people, man. You know.
You know what bothers me the most out of this shit is the one thing that I told y'all that I was gonna feel confident in was our D line. Not only did y'all neutralize our D line, y'all D line looked like how our D line was supposed to look, bro. That's
bro. It all looked good on paper till the game show up, right?
On paper, man. On paper. Hey, man, shout out Van Ginkel, man. Like, listen, if that ain't one of the best,
I can't stand that motherfucker.
Boy, if that, because he hurt Daniel Jones. I think they were showing the highlights where he hurt Daniel Jones last year.
Yes,
right?
Yes. And I didn't even know that. And when I seen that, I was like, ooh, that hurt so bad. Like, yo, everything that could have possibly went wrong this game went wrong, man. Like it was a disaster. Like our fan base right now. Let me also say this. Because I know your fan base is gonna want to hear this. I will not mention that playoff win no more. Y'all, that's done. It's dead in the water.
Well, we bury that. We buried that today.
It's dead. That it don't mean nothing no more.
Yeah.
So
different team.
But not. I mean, it's a different team, yes. But I think what y'all did to us today was more of a pride snatcher than what we did for y'all.
No.
Today, I don't know if y'all know what's going on in the New York Giant fan base right now.
No, I need to tap in.
It's blown up.
It's nasty,
blown up right now.
It's nasty over
bad.
there. I know it's
bad,
nasty over there. I know it's nasty over there.
It's bad.
I know it.
And I'm not even gonna lie to you. It's bad. Yeah. But I mean, one thing I have to say, man, is you can't overreact too heavy on week one, man. Like you got to have some sense of pride and be able to kind of. And I recorded a little something earlier, and this is how I feel, man. I feel like we failed on all levels, but the fan base is included in that. Yeah, I was watching the game, man, and nothing was more disappointing than seeing after the second drive, I believe it was, we had fans booing. After the second drive, y'all booing the offense off the field after like what, the second drive? If I'm somebody on the Vikings, I'm sitting there like, oh, the momentum is our way. You know, this not really feeling like a home game, like talking about.
Yeah.
So as a fan base, on down, I feel like it was a disaster. I could go on. I'm telling y'all, I literally could go on and on about so many things that were just a wreck. And I'm disappointed that we didn't even make this a game. I feel bad as a New York Giants soldier that y'all didn't even get the opportunity to watch a good game.
Oh shit, it was a great game.
It was a great game for us. We knew this was gonna happen.
Hey, you know what's crazy, TP? At the beginning, I did a pregame show, and shout out to everybody who popped in on that, man. I'm gonna start doing that every week, man. I'm gonna do a pregame show. I kind of like those because the people are hyped before the game, man. Like, and it really brought the vibe out, man. I like those, but you know, in that show, I was saying, man, I want my team to just handle business one time for me, man. Like where I can sit back in the third and fourth quarter and just enjoy. You know, if Sam Darnold throw an interception, who gives a damn? We up by, so what? You know what I'm saying? We up by 3-4 touchdowns and shit, you know? And look, that's kind of what I felt today, man, which was good. You know, like, for example, Sam Darnold did throw a pick. It wasn't really his fault because his arm got hit. You know what I mean? So I wasn't even mad, man. It just felt good to not know that pick wasn't so crucial. Where it's like, oh damn, here we go. That's the turning point. It almost felt like he slipped up a little bit. Arm got hit through a pick. It's all right. Our defense is too live right now, bruh. Like it doesn't even matter. Like you can give us one possession and give them two every time, bro. And I still feel like we're winning this game, man. Our defense is just like really, man. Shout out to Sam Darnold. Shout out to Sam Darnold. I'm definitely on the train after today as far as like getting more and more behind him. But man, the defense is just what got me excited, man. That defense got me excited. Now, mind you, it is, not to dish your team, TP, but it's the Giants with Daniel Jones. You know what I mean? It's the Daniel Jones.
Yo,
I want to see us do it against a more elite offensive team. You know what I mean? To really be comfortable, to see if we can really do some, because like you guys are, to me, and this isn't a diss to the Giants, but I do feel like you guys are still trying. You're gonna have to. It's gonna take a minute to find your offense, because I notice a lot of young guys like. You got Neighbors and stuff, and Neighbors looked good for the most part. I mean, I know he only had a couple catches and stuff, but you could see the vision of him turning into somebody. I think what's the other little guy that was running around out there, the other receiver?
Wandale Robinson.
Wandale, you know what I mean? Like, you guys have some pieces that I think I don't even think y'all targeted tight end.
Let me interrupt you real quick, because this is Dash, man. I know
y'all
asked for him.
Yeah.
Hey, Dash, man, I sent the link.
Send him the link. He needs to get all the smoke. I've been letting Rap talk. I want to be fair, but let Dash get in here, because
oh man, we got a clash. I'm here for it. I'm here for it.
I sent it to you on Twitter, Dash. Look at
and just so the chat know, man, me and D Woods, man, we wore all black, man. You know what I mean, to the funeral. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yo, I'm gonna keep it real with you. I'm gonna keep it real with you. I almost thought about like changing the gear and like putting on just like a Giant shirt or something.
Yeah.
But I was like, nah, man. I gotta hold my head high after that. I gotta be a man about this. You know what I mean? Because what made it worse was like everybody was clowning the jerseys, and I was like, what if I get up here with this jersey on after they clowned it, after the ass whooping? Like, it's gonna be bad. But I'm like, nah, man. Let me man my shit up, and let me, you know what I mean? Let me just.
I just hope your boy Dash come with that same energy.
Yeah, I do gotta say, man, those helmets were pretty fire though. I did like the helmets.
I like the helmets, not the pants.
Yeah, the pants were messed it up, but that John was kind of
ugly. Everything looks ugly when you play like that, man.
Yeah, when you play like that, though. Hey, you wearing them type of uniforms though, y'all deserve that ass cut. And I'm gonna just keep it real. Somebody had to do it, man. Like for real. Somebody had to do it. Why not us?
I had a grand plan. I knew everything to say. I knew everything in case we was the win. Yeah. I had it all. I did not plan anything for this situation right here.
Yeah, you know TP, man, he a real one, man. He gonna catch some strays tonight, man. He gonna catch some bullets just off the fun, though, man. But hey, at the end of this, man, it's all respect, man.
Let me say this, Viking fans, because I know this is week one, and week one will pass.
Yeah.
Let me say this. I definitely look, man. Understand who y'all talking to.
Yeah.
Talk y'all shit, man. Like because I'm gonna be real. If roles was reversed, y'all think I wouldn't talk my shit?
I know you be coming hard.
So like, don't talk y'all shit out. That's first, right? Second, I definitely just have to give y'all just a salute, because this is a testament to the job that y'all two are doing. Y'all have represented in both chats. Like the fact that before I'd even press record, I see y'all in the chat going crazy. It hurts, but I respect it just as somebody who loved this shit.
Yeah.
I respect it. And I want my fan base to ride like that. You know what I mean? I want them to rep like that. So I gotta look, real is real. I gotta give a respect to y'all and that fan base, man, for turning it up.
Yeah, man. Shout out the community, man. Like for sure. We definitely pull up, man. We pull up and we represent. And it was a fun week. You know what I mean? Like it was a fun week doing shows with you and doing shows with Juke as well, man. Shout out my boy Juke that we did. He tapped in with me this morning too. So, it was good, man. Giants, man, doing the job. Man, it's sad. I would say maybe we'll see you guys. I know Juke mentioned something like Oh, well, maybe we get to do another one in a playoff matchup, man. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
Yo, all right, look, let me do this. Let me do this shit. Let me talk to some like key people in the chat. And I told, look, this is the funny thing. I told people, I was just like, yo, I'm not gonna forget y'all names. So I want y'all to keep the same energy. So I see some familiar names from the last chat. Everyone who was seen that last live, I mean, that was a classic live in my book, man. That was a phenomenal joint. So I'm gonna go through the chat, and I'm just gonna. It's so many comments right here. I'm just gonna get in touch with some of the names that I called out, and you know that the people that deserve to talk to me a little bit. You know, so let me start with this.
They say, where Juke? Juke and Harden, man. I got, Juke text me right after. Juke text me with like 5 minutes left in the game, man.
Mr. McFadden said, ain't I said we gonna dog walk y'all? Ooh, you said that. That's exactly what you said. That's exactly what you said. And Mr. McFadden, I wish, Lord knows I wish that I could say some shit back. But you said it and you was right. Y'all was on some collective Ivan Pace type of time, and I just can't say nothing bad for that. Purple and Gold Boss says, I broke it down for you in my preview, and my gag prediction response was almost spot on. Again, unfortunately, I can't say shit to this. Like, you were right.
TP gonna be like, man, if we ever play the Vikings again, bro, like, I am not. Them boys fan base just be too technical with this shit. They be digging too damn deep, man. I ain't doing no goddamn color.
I feel you, Curly. Is Dash gonna do it, or he ducking this smoke?
Nah, yo, one thing we don't do over here is duck.
What Dash at,
One thing we don't do is duck, man. I know Dash is gonna come, man. I know Dash is gonna hop on him.
Hey, TP, let me say this real quick, though.
Talk to us.
Let me say this real quick, though.
While you talking, I'm gonna just go down and
y'all left my boy TP on stuck. Y'all came on this live last week, and y'all talk, and now y'all can't pick up your phone and come on here and get this smoke. Y'all got a phone, y'all got these computers, all that. He sent y'all the link. Where y'all at?
It's nasty.
This smoke. You was talking nasty. You were talking nasty before. Now y'all too busy. What's up with that? I'm gonna call it like I said. I'm gonna call it out because you left your boy on stuck. I'll never leave rap like that.
Oh, there you go. There you go. The pull-up game strong. There you go.
Listen, I don't like you said. I don't duck no smoke.
Come on, man. That's not what we do over here.
I don't duck no smoke.
That's not what we do over here.
Yeah, because I'm trying to put my own content out. I got a vent.
What happened, man?
I heard a little bit of your vent, Dash. I heard a little bit of your vent. You know what I mean?
That was only the first vent. I'm still venting.
You still venting? Boy, the game been over. Come on, Dash. The game been over 5 hours ago, man. You still venting?
I'm still venting, man. Listen, I'm not just upset at y'all. I'm not mad at y'all at all.
For sure.
I'm mad at the Giants right now.
Yeah, I get it. So, man, I really, Dash, man. I want to hear your whole. You know, like I tapped into a little bit of your pregame, your postgame, man. But now that we in the building, you know what I mean? Like, I kind of want to hear what you're feeling like right now, man. Or D Woods, go ahead, man. I know D Woods been waiting for you, man. He got some words for you.
I'm waiting for you.
Yeah.
What I said the score was gonna be?
You said 24-10.
I said 27-10.
Okay, something like that. It was even worse than that.
Yeah, I was damn near close. And what was your boy? That O-line that you said was like top 5, whatever. What happened to him?
Nothing happened to him. How many pressures did he give up?
Exactly, because none of your guys showed up. Nobody showed up.
No, who didn't show up? How many pressures did y'all get? My quarterback was back there being dumb.
Do it matter? Y'all got dog walked.
Yeah, because if you're gonna talk about individual players, let's do that.
Because you was talking so confident last week, though.
Yeah, and the person I spoke about last week, the person I spoke about did not give up any pressures. Andrew Thomas did not give up any pressures.
What did I tell you about those tackles we got, though? What I tell you about Darisaw? What I tell you about O'Neal? Didn't give up nothing.
Nope, you sure didn't.
Yeah.
Didn't I say that?
You
Didn't
sure
give up nothing. So put some respect on the Vikings name.
hold on. I
Put
gave
some
respect to
respect on their
Darisaw.
name.
I gave respect to Darisaw, and I told you Bradbury will get his butt whooped, and Bradbury did get his butt whooped. But it is
Bradbury didn't get his butt whooped. That was Ingram.
What are we talking about?
We gonna correct that. Bradbury didn't get his butt whooped. The only one that gave up pressure today was Ingram, who plays the right guard. So let's get it correct, because I don't know what game you was watching. That's who gave up the pressures to your boy in the middle. It wasn't Bradbury.
So why didn't y'all double him?
We can't double him? We're not
saying,
supposed to?
why didn't y'all double him? Because the only time y'all moved the ball, we being honest, when his ass was off the field. So let's not do that.
Hey, whoa, hold up now, Dash. Whoa, hold up, Dash. Hold up, Dash. Hold up, Dash. Don't get crazy. Don't get crazy.
I'm trying to give y'all props. And listen, Kevin O'Connell did the right thing. As soon as we subbed out Dexter Lawrence, what he do? He went to the hold on. As soon as Dexter Lawrence wasn't in the game, they went to the quick ball, right? And which is the smart thing to do. And that's the only time y'all was moving when Dexter Lawrence, and that's what y'all supposed to do. That's what a good coach does.
Told me this when I was a child. My uncle told me this. If was the
did a good job.
We all be drunk. That's what I was.
He out. Your coach out. Your head coach, your defensive coordinator, out coached the New York Giants coaching staff 100%. But let's not talk about we didn't watch this game because he did what every smart coach should have did. When Dexter Lawrence was out of the game, he went to the quick game. He couldn't even sub back in. And every time he did that, you guys pushed the ball. But when Dexter Lawrence was in the game, y'all wasn't moving. And then this
I ain't gonna say that now, Dash. I ain't gonna say
y'all
that.
wasn't moving when Dexter Lawrence was in the game.
I'm not gonna say that at all.
Y'all weren't on the ground. On the ground, y'all weren't. On the ground, y'all weren't.
Okay,
we could say that.
You guys
on the ground, y'all weren't.
Your coach is so smart.
It was gonna be a beast today.
No, your coach is so smart. Like I said, it was the perfect game plan. You out coach circles around our coaches. As soon as Dexter Lawrence got out because he was tired, Jordan Riley's in there. DJ Davis is in there. He's the guy that Ivan Pace slapped for the penalty. That's when y'all was moving the ball. But when Dexter Lawrence was in there, y'all wasn't moving the ball.
But let me say this: even Dexter Lawrence or not, man, y'all ain't been winning that game, man.
Exactly.
Oh no, absolutely not. Because absolutely not. Absolutely not. And the crazy thing about this shit is this: Daniel Jones, he was getting pressured.
Yeah,
but he made a lot of those mistakes without the pressure.
I will say you guys had a lot of drops too, man. I feel like a lot of
this is what we can't do. This is what we can't do.
Your secondary was fantastic. Secondary played lights out.
I'm gonna say this, man, and especially to the Giants fans, right? I know and understand that y'all couldn't wait to get on the Daniel Jones hate campaign. I get it. I knew if we was to lose this game, I knew what it was gonna look like. I was like, yo, it's gonna be ugly on Twitter. This fan base is gonna just go crazy. I knew it. But if you really analyze this game, Coach Dable's offensive play calling was more of a problem than Daniel Jones was. Daniel Jones was not as bad as people trying to make it seem. He absolutely was not.
He was bad.
Everybody was bad. Everybody was bad. Daniel Jones wasn't even top 5 of the problems on this team. Wasn't even top 5.
That's where we differ. That's where we differ a little bit.
Okay, well let's talk about it.
Because before the game got bad, like the play calling was bad. Like Brian Flores, when we said it a week ago. He's heavy blitz. He didn't come out with the blitz, right? We went heavy personnel. There was nothing to be heavy for because they weren't sending the blitz. We didn't make that adjustment. And then also, Daniel Jones didn't get into a rhythm because he didn't get into a rhythm. It was a couple of drop passes by the running back for sure. Theo Johnson dropped the ball, but even some of those other plays, he was either skipping balls or he was throwing behind people. And like we got to be honest here, it was a collection of things that went wrong. But at the end of the day, the opponent were the Vikings. They did exactly what they were supposed to do.
Yeah, now hold up, now, because I ain't gonna let you take all that. I ain't gonna let you take all the shine away from our D now, acting like
exactly.
No, I'm saying.
I ain't gonna let you do that.
That's my whole point. I feel like, see, this is the thing. When Daniel Jones was throwing in the traffic, making bad decisions, not holding the ball when it clearly wasn't there, this fan base hopped on his ass.
Yeah.
But then when he makes the right decision, he throw the ball out of bounds. He pump fakes. He tried to create plays with his legs. He does stuff like that. They still complain. And I'm just like, and that's where I feel like credit to the defense. There wasn't a lot of separation out there on the field. There weren't really shots down the field that he could have took.
And can I say this though, TP though?
Go ahead.
With Malik Neighbors, you can see like he was getting jammed at the line, and the only reason why he was getting his catches is when they moved him around when he can like get into space or whatever. That's because our defense was locking his ass up, just like we said. So it's like you gotta like
they put him in motion so he couldn't get jammed at the line. That's exactly that's the only adjustment that was made. That was it.
Yeah.
Couldn't get off.
Yeah.
So you can look at it at any lens, any way it go. Like it was just an ass whooping. Like that's all I'm saying.
It really was.
It really was. I'm not. Look, trust me. I'm not saying anything different than it was outside. It wasn't an ass whooping.
Yeah, it was an ass whooping.
But let's. I want to like think about the first drive, right? The first drive the second drive after the fumble, and we were in the red zone. We're in the red zone. We have to capitalize and get points and gain momentum in times like that. The fact that we only got a field goal out of that is a win for the Vikings.
Yeah.
That's a win.
Yeah.
So what disappointed me was DJ in that drive did everything you could possibly want him to do. He did not turn over the ball, which Giant fans know. They complain about that oftentimes, especially in the red zone. They complain about that. He protected the ball. He made some plays with his legs, but you know what was the problem? Coach Dable's offensive play calls were horrible. Why are we doing design quarterback runs not once, but twice in a row? Who the fuck we think we're playing?
Yeah, that was nasty. That was nasty.
Back there.
When we did that, I was just like, yo, what?
That's exactly what it is.
You can't run the same plays you ran with Josh Allen. You can't do it.
Come on,
man. You're not getting the same results.
That was horrible. That was horrible.
That's why I said Brian Dable. Actually, you know what? The Vikings are number one on the list. I'll say that. Give the Vikings credit because, like I said, they did what they were supposed to do. Brian Dable's on that list. You said that Daniel Jones ain't on the top 5. Daniel Jones is like 3rd on this list, brother. When it comes to fault and finger pointing,
okay.
I'm pointing the finger at Daniel Jones.
I got 5 that I do not see. I said 5.
Let's hear it. Let's hear it. Yeah, let's hear it. That's interesting, man. I want to see. Yeah, I want to see the 5 that you believe played, good enough where they shouldn't get any blame.
All right, so Coach Dable, his offensive play calling is I can't put him in order. Maybe after.
Hold on. So these are the people we're blaming, right? Like blaming for the loss.
I think these is like the bigger mistakes than Daniel Jones.
I got you. Yeah.
Offensive play calling. Y'all. This is again when I was saying y'all was right about a lot of shit. Brian Flores outcoached him, and it wasn't even close. It wasn't close. Brian Dable, this offensive mind that he's supposed to be, did not look like it today. He did not look like it today. So I'm going to say offensive play calling. 2.
Wait a minute. I made jokes. I made jokes about Sam Darnold seeing ghosts. Brian Dable saw ghosts because it wasn't no blitz out there. It wasn't no blitz coming. He thought he saw a ghost of a blitz coming, but it wasn't no blitz.
Again, I hate even saying this because it's killing me. But listen, man, I'm not even going to lie to this to y'all and to this fan base. They kept telling me, Brian Flores, that is what he's about. He is going to be trickery, and he's going to do that blitz and that fake blitz and act like they, go get to the quarterback and drop back in the zone. They told me all the way up into the game. They told me this was going to happen.
That's what he does. That's what he does.
That is exactly what he do. That is exactly what he do. And it was shown. And I'm thinking, okay, we all know that's what he's going to do. Everybody from the Vikings fan base, Rap, D Woods, everybody said it. I know for a fact that Coach Dable knows this. So the lack of preparation killed me. killed me. I did not believe that going into this game that we were going to look so unprepared. That just was something I did not have on my bingo card.
Hey, you know what, TP? Like every when the coach draws up his plays, he follows the script in the first series. Those are already scripted plays.
Yeah.
That second series though, first and second series maybe, but once you got into that third series, and we didn't get the ball again till like 2 minutes left in the first quarter. Once you got to that third series and you really realize, like, hey, he's not sending a blitz at all. He's just getting pressure with 4. Why are you still in this heavy personnel? Why are we doing that?
Exactly.
And at that point
100%.
in time, Daniel Jones wasn't even in real like pressure yet. Like, but I'll tell you guys this: the part that the worst part of the game for me is after we had that punt and we got you guys inside the 1 yard line, like inside the 1 yard line, and we had 2 chances to get off the field, and you guys went 99 yards.
Oh look! Let me finish. Let me finish my 5.
With the help of Kayvon Thibodeau.
Look,
let
me finish my 5, Dash, because that was 1.
I got you.
Offensive play calling. 2. I don't know if you could relate this to Russ, but me, I'm gonna correlate this to just being undisciplined. The penalties were ridiculous. We literally moved them up the field off of penalties alone. Now, okay, that one pass, I don't think one pass changes the game. I don't think it makes the game. But that one pass, okay, I'm with y'all. I don't think it was a
You talking about Adoree Jackson for Addison?
Adoree Jackson one, yeah, to Addison.
Yeah, I don't think that was a PI.
I didn't agree with that.
It is what it is.
But the other ones were on us. Other ones were on us. Undisciplined. The penalties killed us. Absolutely killed us. That's 2. 3. I will say I was correct on this. I said if y'all were to beat us, I think it was because I was not confident in the depth that we had in our secondary. Our secondary got ate up, and they were looking lost out there. Justin Jefferson, he didn't even give me like the vibes that he was even trying that hard. Like, to me, I was getting like, oh, this is the first game. Let me get my feet wet. Let me do enough to like put us in a good position to win, and then I'm gonna take my foot off the brake. Like, he was giving me those type of vibes. And then when I seen Addison leaving the field in the second half, I'm like, damn, they don't even need him. And what's even more bothersome is they didn't even have TJ. So the secondary was just getting ate up. Point blank, period. They tried their best to overcome it in the second half, but by that time, it was just too much. 4, the defensive line was maybe the biggest disappointment of this whole thing. We all said that was our strong
pass
suit.
rush.
Yes.
Because we were like when Dexter was in there, we was able to do some things, but
pass rush, we were supposed to be doing what the Vikings were doing. We were supposed to be sending 4 and causing havoc for Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold had 10 days to back up. Hey, look, man, I want this from Subway. Man, add some turkey, some cheese, and do some lettuce too. Oh, my fault. And then threw something.
That's a fact.
I'm like, yo, I was really telling Rap and D Woods that this is the best D line, one of the best D lines in football.
On paper. On paper, man.
On paper.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah, on paper.
Ain't no such thing as baby.
Yo, did you see Brian Burns fall on his face?
Yes.
Like fall.
Yes.
Did you see Kayvon Thibodeau never get to a second move? Did we see that?
Oh my God.
Never get to a second
move. You know why though, right?
God.
Do you not understand the reason why though, right?
Oh no, Darisaw had him figured out. Darisaw had him figured out. He would try to go to the bull rush. And and like a good offensive tackle, what you do? Slap his hands down and he fell flat on his face. You can't sit there and hold for that long. A good offensive tackle is not going to have that. Say what?
Didn't he put Thibodeau on his ass too? And they called a penalty.
That's what I'm saying.
Everybody was on their ass.
can't-
Except
Yeah,
that.
they called a bad penalty, man, and it really wasn't that, man. Darrisaw.
Yeah,
just
it was.
kinda
It wasn't a
blew
hold.
his ass. Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. He slapped his hands down and he fell on his face. It might have looked like he pulled him down. No, he did. And like I said, I gave Darrisaw props. I said he was a good player. You said you ain't know who Andrew Thomas was. I gave Darrisaw his props. He did. Like I said, he did.
Still don't know that. Still don't know the guy.
That's why his name didn't get called because he.
I did hear them talking about bro though. I heard them talking about.
He didn't give up a pressure.
Yeah.
Let me say this.
I mean, I don't care. I don't care because we lost. He didn't give up a pressure though. He did good.
Yeah.
Skull Mafia says Purple
The
Gang.
Chiefs still lost, though.
What a dub.
And that one person won the game.
Shout out my Skull Broski, man, for sure.
Skull
man.
Mafia, man. Salute to you. Yeah, I look, man. Purple Gang, man. Definitely.
Yeah, man. We in the building. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
we in the building, man.
What was
You know,
it? What's up?
What I love about Purple Gang members too, man, is we would have pulled up win or lose, man. Win, lose, or draw too, though. Just like y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? Just like y'all pulled up, man. You know, I had to go through this with y'all enemies 2 years ago when I first started YouTube, man. I was with some Eagles content creators talking crazy. I mean, the whole week. I mean, talking spicy, dog. Like I was on one. I just started YouTube too, so I'm like, oh, this how you supposed to do? I bet, let's get it. So I started going crazy. And after that game, man, I had to tap back in the post game with them fellas, man. And look, I know how I be. I know how I be, man. We all done been there, man. Listen, if you're a fan of any team, it don't matter. If you're a content creator, man, we all done sat in these chairs, man. That's a fact. Man. We all done sat in these chairs, man.
That's a fact.
It won't be the last time, man. We'll be sitting in the chair like this year at some point. You know.
You know what it is?
Mad at y'all, man.
You know what it is? A loss, I could have took a loss.
Yeah.
But this was an ass whooping.
Yeah.
The ass whooping is the part that just is hard.
That's the part. Like it feels like 21-24 or 27-28 or something. I could see like it'd be like, all right, that was a game. Yeah. But yeah, like if the shoe was on our foot,
it was also the kind of ass whooping it was too.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
We got beat up though, but we looked like we didn't even know how to fight. Like,
yeah, you guys got beat at every single fashion of the game, bro.
Everybody got a punch in the mouth.
Yeah. I mean, hey, for real, man. Hey, he did that, and I'm gonna tell you, man. I was saying this. They showed a clip with Brian Flores, like super happy after that Van Ginkel pick. And I'm gonna tell you, man.
I've seen that.
Brian Flores has some animosity on his chest, man, about what happened.
That's another thing you were right about
him, bro. So I'm telling you, man,
he mad about the wrong things, though.
That's something to be. Listen, the Belichick text this man congratulating him.
No, I know.
Brian Daboll was already hired.
Yeah,
Brian
but just think about what you just said.
They wasted this man time, interviewed this man for 3-4 hours while he went. Listen, that's crazy.
Wait a minute. That's not the entire story.
Okay, so what happened?
So as soon as we hired Joe Schoen, and again, when we talk about these minority hirings and stuff like that, a lot of these guys get the interview and they got no chance. We know for a fact that Brian Flores was high on Mara's list. So it was really a competition between Brian Flores and Brian Daboll. The problem is this: Belichick wants to send a congratulation text to Brian Flores.
Yeah.
And that's where it got crazy. Again, we seen Leslie Frazier go through it when people are getting interviewed, knowing damn well they're not getting the job. But like I said, we knew as soon as Joe Schoen got we knew Brian Daboll was coming with him, and we knew it was BS when they did give interviews to some people, some minority coaches. Yeah. But Brian Flores was not one of those guys that was just fooled. We're going to interview you just because. No, they really were interested in Brian Flores, but Bill Belichick started that crap by sending him that text talking about congratulations for the job. And then, oops, this is the wrong Brian. Are you kidding me, Bill Belichick? Are you?
Yeah. I think the part that's sticky about that is him sending him that text before the interview. Like, I think because from what the text showed is Brian Flores was like, oh, coach, I didn't get the job yet. I'm about to go to my interview. Like, I'm about to do my interview. It would have been different if he already did his interview. Exactly. But like, that's where the issue is that pretty much Brian Flores had to walk into an interview knowing already that, damn, I ain't getting the job at all. Like I'm about to go waste time, and I already know they already done picked they dude. Like this ain't no competition. Like
that's
they kinda
crazy.
played me.
That's crazy.
You know, so that's the story that we got from it and stuff like that. But I mean, hey, look, man, nobody. You got his story, her story, and then the truth in the middle some damn way. You know what I mean? So, but hey, I still feel like it seemed like today though with his energy that there was a meaning behind him wanting the defense to just dominate today though. You know what I mean? It looked
I ain't
different.
even gonna cap. Flores was high on my list because I wanted a defensive coach. But yeah.
Hey, look, but I will say this though. You mentioned that. Yeah. And when I seen that, I know exactly what you're talking about. When I seen them high-fiving with extra excitement, I was like,
some extra sauce
definitely, yeah. I was like, yeah, okay. Sauce. He definitely took this game personal.
Yeah.
But something else, and this was something that I absolutely like. I would have put every dollar that is in the bank on this. I never seen this being a thing. But somebody mentioned it. I can't even find it, but somebody mentioned it. When I start hearing the skull chants in that joint,
I heard that.
I was done. I was like, yo, I can't watch this no more.
Yeah.
I literally told y'all, I was like, yo, that skull chant shit, it's not happening.
Yeah.
I'm glad I watch games on mute.
Oh my God. My pride was gone.
Hey man, believe it or not, man, Vikings, man, we travel well, man. You know what I mean? I done been to multiple games. I'm actually flying out to Minnesota next week. So next week I'll actually be I'll be at the bank, man. So yeah, man, but even when it's away games, like I'm gonna go to the Jacksonville game this year. Man, we travel well, man. We be pulling up, man. We pull up. Like a lot of people talk about like Cowboys fans or Steelers fans or Giants fans, you know, all y'all travel really well. And they think of the Minnesota Vikings as like kind of a medium market team that, you know, we ain't gonna travel to, man. We be going crazy, man. We pull up. Like for real, we pull up.
Y'all definitely did. I mean, it wasn't like we wasn't in the building, but we did leave early. And so by the time it was embarrassing because you know, it was like y'all walked in our trap and took over our trap.
Hey, young guy, I was just about to say that, man. Hey, you know, I wanted to play that song, but I'm like, you know, I don't want YouTube to goddamn, you know, act funny, man. You know what I mean? You know how YouTube be, man.
But they'll let you know too.
That really was the theme song for the day, man. That really was the theme song for the day, man. Walk in your trap and take over your trap, man. For real, it don't get more messier than that, man. The way we did that today, man. For sure.
But honestly, let's I want to hear from y'all.
Yeah.
What surprised y'all?
Go ahead, D Woods. I'll let you cook, Woods.
What surprised me? Damn, surprises. Because I was like Mother Cleo, you know, I predicted this whole thing to happen, you know.
My boy on his high horse, you hear me?
I know,
my boy riding high in the all black, baby.
As he should.
On my it's hard to put it back in. It's hard to put it back in, man. I'm sorry. Y'all open Pandora's box. But with me being surprised about, surprise. I said Sam was gonna be Sam. That's Big Sam now. To me.
Big Sammy.
That's Big Sam now.
Let's go.
Offensive line, I didn't really have no problem with that. You know, Dexter Lawrence is a beast. That one sack he got on Ingram, that's kind of what it's gonna be. That's not a surprise to me. That I wasn't really surprised at much. It was, to me, it was like chalk to me because I felt like the way what we've been seeing this whole offseason is this team coming in and Kevin O'Connell having this team prepared, Brian Flores having his team prepared for what's ahead. And with all the things that has happened with this team outside of football, it seems like when the games are being played, they know how to dial in and, you know, perform a whole lot better. Just like you said, with Jordan Addison not even playing like the second half, they really didn't need him out there. It was like that next guy up mentality, and that's what I like to see the most. If somebody goes down, we can rally, bring somebody else in. Like Jalen Nailor been in the league like 3 years, and he finally caught his first touchdown. Like that's a surprising factor to me. So I can just say that.
So
he's the one that caught. He's the one that caught it on flat, right? Was that like the wheel route in the end zone? Was that one?
Yeah.
Jalen Nailor, yeah.
Jalen Nailor.
Oh, it wasn't on Flop because Flop wasn't even there.
Yeah, he was wide
That's the
open.
one.
Yeah,
I
he was
think that's the one that was on flop, right?
Yeah, he
Hey,
was wide open.
no, I'm saying Flop wasn't even there, so I can't even
Oh,
say.
yeah.
Like pretty much saying that might have been his assignment, but he damn sure
Yeah,
wasn't
right.
there. He ain't turned the
Exactly.
assignment in, goddamn it. I'm gonna tell you that.
That's a fact.
But I will
That's
be
a fact.
honest with y'all though, even though Sam had a good game, and I mean it is the Giants, whatever.
Yeah. That sounds so mean, man. I'm sorry, fellas, man. Don't mind my brother over here in the corner, man. Don't mind him, man. You know, he can get rude sometimes. He can get rude sometimes.
I like where he's going because that's where I was going. I
You
think I
know,
know what you're about to say. I'm gonna listen to what you're gonna say next.
I really want to see Sam build a good 3 to 4 game stretch, you know, because the 49ers is coming to town next week. So I want to see how he's going to, you know, adapt and have this confidence week by week, because we already know it's NFL, it's an up and down league. Some games you're gonna be on a high horse, some games you're not gonna play as good. Some games the defense is got a ball out for you, some games the offense got to do it for you. So I really want to see how well Sam Darnold responds to the adversity that he's probably going to receive next week with the Niners. So that's what I'm looking forward to next week.
Well, let me say this.
Nothing like
Let
the
me say
Giants,
this.
that's for sure.
Let me say this as someone who was just impressed by y'all play. I can't say necessarily the Niners, right? But if y'all play like how y'all played today,
yeah,
more consistently,
ain't too many teams gonna beat us.
Y'all are gonna be a problem.
Yeah,
y'all are gonna be a problem, and that's versus anybody. That's versus anybody. I'm not saying like I know there may be some truth to the fact that it was versus the Giants, right? But what I seen versus anybody, y'all play like that.
Yeah,
a lot of people gonna be shocked.
Hold on a minute, though. Hold on a minute.
Whoa,
I'm gonna ask the Vikings fans. I'm gonna ask the Vikings fans.
Let them go.
Do you believe this is the Sam Darnold that you guys are going to get throughout the whole season?
Now let me speak on that, Dash. Let me speak on that. Let me get it, Woods, because Woods I know Woods was more, you know, my boy D Woods was leaning more Sammy even when we picked them. You know what I mean? He know how I go.
What you expect?
Yeah. So he might be a little biased to that question. You feel me? Now me, I'm gonna tell you like this. I'm riding. So like I said at the beginning before you tapped in, Dash. I'm leaning towards Sam Darnold after today's game, right? But I gotta also keep in mind, like Wood stated, you know what I'm saying? It is the Giants, and I know that might come off a little, you know, a little mean, but it is what it is, man. Like your guys' defensive line is really good, in my opinion. You didn't play good today, but your defensive line is a strong suit. He didn't really feel that pressure like I was expecting him to feel that. Like I was expecting to see Sam Darnold with happy feet today at some point, you know what I mean? And just kind of be the Sam Darnold that I always known. But again, I'm gonna wait about 3 to 4 games because, like Wood said, man, we got San Francisco flying in next week, and that's gonna be a test, man. When you're talking about, because although that, like, if you think about the names, like I feel like in all reality, when you think about Thibodeau, you think about Dexter Lawrence, you think about Burns, you guys have the names on the line to where, and on that defensive line for sure, to where when I think about the 49ers, they got some names too, though, but you thinking just about Bosa, you got Fred Warner. I think they're secondary. It's going to affect more of where he throws the ball next week. That's going to really be able to see, okay, is he going to throw 3 picks next week against the 49ers? You know, because that's going to be the Sam Darnold where I'm going to be like, and I know somebody in the chat said, I owe Sam Darnold an apology. Trust me. Listen, I'm a Vikings fan. I always got to remind people, I'm a Vikings fan before anything. All right. So like, but I'm gonna give Sam Darnold, he need to do it for a month for me, man. Just like D Woods said. And D Woods is a Sammy D fan, man. I need a month. You feel me? I need a month because we remember when Josh Dobbs played 1 game. All right. And he had a couple touchdowns. Everybody thought that he was going to be the next franchise quarterback for the Minnesota Vikings. And guess what? That party ended within a week and a half. You feel me? That party ended quick. So like, look here. I appreciate the win. He played really good today. I'm gonna keep that close to me, man. I'm gonna enjoy it. I'm gonna give him his flowers, but I am not jumping all the way off that bridge yet. I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm not jumping all the way off that bridge yet because it still is Sam Darnold, bro. It really is. Like I'm still feel like that.
I think that goes both ways. I think both fan bases have to, you know, no matter how bad you feel at this moment, you have to remember Like, yo, this is week 1.
Yeah.
This is week 1. So I know Giants fans, we feel like jumping off a bridge right now. But at the end of the day,
yeah,
I'm looking at the Buccaneers and Washington. Washington is about to take this L.
And think about this too, TP, real quick. Because another game that was interesting was the Saints and Panthers game. Now the Panthers, they got dog. Now that's what you call an ass whooping. All right. Like what happened to the Panthers, that's criminal. You feel me? But look at Derek Carr. Like if you are a Saints fan today, how do you feel about Derek Carr? Because last year y'all was ready to get my man out of there. He trash, he mid. But if you watch today's game, you would think, well, damn, if he do that a couple more times, shit, like, you know what I mean? He might win MVP.
They was done in the preseason. They was done when Butler threw a couple touchdowns. They was off of him.
So yeah. It's sticky, man. Just like with you guys, with Daniel Jones. Like, bro, there's a possibility next week Daniel Jones come out and throw 4 touchdowns, looking back, and then your fan base be right back on it. See, I told y'all, you know, so the NFL's like that, man. It's like that. It's just like that.
It's up and down league, man.
Yeah, like D Woods hit it on the head, man. It's full of parity, man. It's up and down, man. You know what I mean? You just gotta roll with the punches, man. And listen, week by week.
I'll say this though. Sam Darnold been on your team for 1 game. Daniel Jones, we had Daniel Jones for 5 years.
Hey, my boy Dash ain't no Jones. Hey, he ain't no Jones fan no more, boy. His energy was different on Friday.
I root for Daniel Jones I root for Daniel Jones.
Yeah.
But when he plays bad, I'm not gonna sugarcoat anything.
Yeah.
He is not high on my list right now. It is what it is. But guess what? I'm in the car still riding with him, and we got 16 more games.
Hey, shout out to Kirk Cousins too today, man. You know what I mean? Kirk Cousins, man, we love you, man. You know what I'm saying? We do not miss you. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you, Kirk, man. You had a great game today, man, for sure, man.
How many more weeks you think that last before they throw Michael Penix in there? How
shit.
For Kirk Cousins?
I hope they just keep Kirk Cousins, man. You know, that was the whole big thing. You know what I mean? Like, oh, Kirk could take a team to the Super Bowl. He go win. Man, Kirk ain't winning shit, man. I've been telling Vikings fan, Kirk is Kirk, man. That boy ass, man. He a stat patter, man. You feel me? A stat patter. That boy look good. Wait, hold that paper up, D Woods. Hey, look, D Woods. Hey, D Woods was a big Kirk fan. And Kirk looked good on that shit right there. You feel me? Like that's where he looked good at.
He good at this, signing contract.
Yeah, and he good at that. I mean, everything that got to do with paper, sign Kirk up, bro. He like that.
Hey, though, Dash and T, let me ask y'all a question though, because I asked y'all this last week, and I'm gonna ask y'all again after this loss. If y'all have another couple of games like this, how long before Dable is out of there, or do y'all wait the season to fire him? Like, realistically.
Hey, honestly, when you asked me that, I didn't see Coach Dable being on a hot seat after the season. But after this, I see it. I can see games like this. If there are more games like this one that we played today, man.
I mean, there's different aspects to it too. Like, you didn't give Saquon the money. He over there in Philly. You got to play them twice a year. He did okay, like, you know, in his first game.
Yeah, but people, you know what? People love to bring up the Saquon thing, but honestly, I don't even think about Saquon. I really don't. Like, even when I seen him, but honestly, if I put Saquon, right? Let's say if I put Saquon in today's game, how much more is going to change? Like, I don't see much more changing.
I think a little bit would have changed, but not enough to win the game. But I do
enough
believe he would have made a difference. I do, because Saquon is an X factor, bro. Saquon is an X factor.
I'm not gonna sit here and try to treat him like I'm not gonna sit here and treat him like Saquon is like not Saquon, but he's not, bro.
To me, Saquon Barkley for the Giants was a Band-Aid over a bullet hole. That's what he was.
Yeah,
he was saving people's jobs. I don't need Saquon Barkley here to save Dable's job, Daniel Jones's job, Joe Shane's job. If we need to knock this thing back down again, whatever Saquon Barkley is doing, it can't factor in. And it would not have been a story if the New York Giants were able to be successful running the ball. Not even winning the game today, but if our running game looked good, and we were able to get into the get into the end zone, you know, running the ball, it becomes less. But the way that we looked, like, inept on offense, couldn't even move the ball. It just fills that narrative again of 2022 was all Saquon, and you should have paid Saquon. But to me, sometimes things have to happen in order for big changes to be made. And to answer your first question that you're talking about Brian Dable being on the hot seat and this, that, and the third, I thought that he was already, as soon as he took play calling away from Mike Kafka, I think he felt that heat. I didn't think it was going to be big because I thought he would succeed, and especially in this game. Because it's the Minnesota Vikings. They whooped our butts, but going into this game, it was a 1.5 point spread, so nobody really knew what was going to happen. And you see what happened now. So he is 100% on the hot seat, and it's not just Brian Dable. Daniel Jones,
I agree.
Joe Shane too.
That Curly said right there, going from winning Coach of the Year is insane. Whatever. To be honest with you, the Coach of the Year was in Minnesota.
Yeah. We spoke on that. We spoke on that. That was rigged. We spoke on that.
He was on that last week. He was on that.
Yeah, like let's just be real. That's what it really was.
Yeah, I don't agree. I still don't agree with that, but
nah. Come on, TP. Now, come on, TP.
I'm not gonna give y'all that. I'm not.
Come on, Dash. Now, come on, now, bro. We went 13-4, brother. We went 13.
Y'all went 13-4. Y'all had Kirk Cousins and Jettas.
Come on.
We had Daniel Jones.
But y'all went 9. That's that year. What y'all win? 8 games that year?
We went 9-7. We went 9-7. We won our 10th game in the playoffs. That absolutely. But I'm just saying, when you take the New York Giants to the what was that, to the divisional round, they gonna give it to you. They gonna give it to you. Kevin O'Connell's a fantastic coach, but that year, if you look at the rosters, the New York Giants versus the Minnesota Vikings, y'all had Kirk Cousins, y'all had Jettas, y'all had star players, y'all had Danielle Hunter, you had some guys, you had some names on there. That 22 season, that's when Dexter Lawrence got his name, because before that, we didn't even know we were going to pick up Dexter Lawrence's 5th-year option because he wasn't playing to that level. So that year, you saw the best out of some people.
They both were 2 offensive-minded coaches being head coaches for the first time in their career, right? Yeah. So technically speaking, if you just throw out the names that are on the roster, on the field, the result-wise, we went 13-4. That 13-4 was better than y'all record.
Facts.
Like, I get it.
That's just what it is. That's facts.
Do you think your coach is taking a team like our 2022 team to the playoffs? You think he's capable of doing that?
He took his own 22 team to the playoffs.
I mean, he took us to the playoffs. He took us to the playoffs.
I'm saying a roster. We had a roster like us, though. A roster like ours. Y'all even said it yourself.
You mean if Kevin O'Connell was coaching the Giants, could he have taken the Giants?
Exactly.
Yeah, man. Listen. Hold up now. Time out. Let me do this because I'm a KOC guy now. Y'all ain't gonna talk crazy. Hold up now.
That's a dangerous game.
Hold up now.
See, look,
hold
on.
Y'all
not gonna win this one. All right,
go ahead. Talk. Let me land. Listen. Kevin O'Connell. I'm gonna tell you right now because I'm a KOC guy. Now, there's things as a fan. Y'all know this too. Your coach gonna do shit that gonna piss you off. That's normal. But when you look at the full scheme of things, what I'll say is this: he took Kirk Cousins, who was a veteran, who's been in the league and pretty much was stuck in his ways. I mean, he was the type of quarterback he was for a long time. And then when Kevin O'Connell got a hold of him, you saw a little elevation. Now, it wasn't a crazy elevation due to the fact that he was already developed. Like Kirk Cousins he's already a developed quarterback, so there's not much you can really do. But you could see that he really took his game to another level. Not only that, last year, when you think about last year and you think about the QB carousel that we had to go through, we're talking about Dobbs, and I know I just spoke on it. Yes, it crumbled, but at the end of the day, he still made Dobbs look better than anybody's ever made Dobbs look on 15-minute notice. You know what I'm saying? Damn near. Like literally, Dobbs got off the plane and jumped in the game, bro, and KOC put him in a position to win a football game. He did it with Nick Mullins and all of that. So what I say that to say is, I feel like if KOC was to get a hold of Daniel Jones, you guys probably would be surprised, man. Like, hey, just like what we saw today is the beginning of what we're seeing what KOC can possibly do with a Sam Darnold, and we're gonna see as the season continues. But Kevin O'Connell is very calculated, man, and I'm gonna tell you, like, Am I going to call him the QB whisperer right now? Not yet, because I want to see what his rookie quarterback does. See, I'm a firm believer in, if you feel like that, you need to identify a guy in the draft, bring him to the team, and then let's see that flourish. But what I will say is, from what I've been seeing, though, with the veterans he's been working with, it seems like he does take each and every person that he's worked with so far game to at least another level, man. And today we've seen it, week one with Sam Darnold, in my opinion. I mean, Sam Darnold played a clean game. He's had better games in his career, but today was a very clean game. He just looked confident. He feels confident working with Kevin O'Connell. And I think if he was to get Daniel Jones, I ain't gonna say he's gonna turn him into damn Patrick Mahomes, but shit, you would be surprised though, man. Kevin O'Connell, that guy, man, low key. See, you don't know too much because, obviously y'all aren't Vikings fans. After this week, y'all moving on to the next opponent, just like us. We moving on, and it is what it is. But the inside information we have, man, with Kevin O'Connell, man, I'm telling you, man, he definitely that guy, man. You saw how Kirk looked today with a defensive coordinator.
Yeah, he comes
Well,
from
he
the
looked
Patriot.
Mike Zimmer 2.0.
Yeah,
I just
I look at a defensive coordinator, man. Kirk Cousins with a defensive coordinator. No more 4,000-yard seasons, bro. It's over with.
man, look, one thing we can't debate is that when we're talking about today, forget 2022, we were outcoached. We were outcoached all over the place. And to credit to him, man, he did put Sam Darnold in the best position to succeed. Like I said, Sam Darnold looked good, and I wanted to hate on him so bad. Like it even got to the point to where I wanted to be able to come in here and be like, y'all won, but Sam Darnold wasn't the real. Like Sam Darnold didn't play. I can't say that. He looked good. I think I just think.
And let's keep in mind, TP, if he continues to look good, just know the person behind that is KOC, bro. The person behind that is KOC.
Yeah, he deserves that credit.
Sam Darnold looks good this year, bro. It's not because Sam Darnold woke up a couple weeks ago and just turned into a different person. It's because KOC put him in rhythm and explained the game to him where he can comprehend it. Explained his offense to a point where he can comprehend it. Like, hey, don't second guess your decisions. You want to know why I like Kevin O'Connell? Because a lot of his scheming is off timing. You can hear it. He tells his quarterbacks, trust the timing, man. Don't look at the throw and wait for somebody to get open. Just trust that your receiver is going to be there, because the way I draw these plays up, it's all about timing. So just throw the ball. And that's what he did with Kirk Cousins, because Kirk Cousins struggled with that. He would hold on and double pump and tap the ball. And he would, and Kevin O'Connell would constantly say, listen, the way I draw the play up, let the ball go. Trust me, you got JJ down there, man. Even if he looks covered, throw the ball down there. Like, it's about timing and trust, man. Real quick, though, man, let me give my boys a Ric Flair, man. I know they asking for a Ric Flair. There you go, man. Let's go, man. But yeah, man, for sure.
Hey, look, let me ask from your perspective, right? Because I see a lot of Daniel Jones talk in the chat. From your perspective, what do y'all think that Daniel Jones could have did much more of this game to just him alone? What could he have done much more of to put them in a better position?
Go ahead, Woods.
I think he shouldn't have been a little bit more patient. And basically, it's like, it goes back to the play calling too. And that's kind of like a mirror image of what Rap was saying about KLC. Like, your quarterback coach and your head coaches in your ear. And the kind of like some of the plays that they were trying to run out there, it really didn't make any sense. But that defense was like at the lockjaws outside, and they couldn't really like scheme anything to kind of like get guys open and actually get in rhythm. Think about offenses. Like, offenses is built in rhythm. When you got a rhythm going, the running backs is getting rhythm, you rolling. Like, everybody's getting involved. And I feel like you guys never got that rhythm actually going, because it was like, okay, check down, off the field, whatever. One thing I feel like Daniel Jones has to work on is like, he's the athletic quarterback or whatever, but personnel wise, I don't think you guys have like the guys on the outside that can kind of like do different things to stretch the field. And that kind of like hinders his development, because it's like you can only rely on certain type of routes. And that's real big to me. Like, you can't have the same type of receiver or the same type of tight ends on your team. You gotta have your speedy guy. You gotta have your check down guy. You gotta have your guy that can take the top off of defense. You gotta have a tight end that can just get you a first down. And I don't think Daniel Jones actually sees that. But that goes back to coaching.
Yeah, I agree. Now, and I'll say this though, y'all, as y'all Giants fans, because I know y'all looking crazy. I feel like you guys have that personnel. Because I feel like Jalen Hyatt is an over the top guy. If you guys can,
I was just about to say, man.
I think Jalen your boy, Neighbors is a Malik Neighbors is an over the top guy too. Like he can open the top up too, though. You know what I'm saying? I think what my thing is with Daniel Jones, and I stated, I don't know if I said this. I think we did say this on the show with all of us. When we did that show, man, the pregame show. I think with Daniel Jones. And I know I keep bringing up Kurt, but he reminds me of that when it comes to personality, when it comes to confidence, man. And like when I look at a quarterback, man, especially for my team, the Minnesota Vikings, that's the only team I really give a fuck about, right? And it's like I want my quarterback to be a dog, man, and have confidence and letting the ball go, man. I think a lot of times in the NFL, when you're talking about quarterbacks like Daniel Jones, I think they need the team and the coaches to remind them that they're talented. Like, because I do believe Daniel Jones is a talented guy, dog. Like, he can run, he can move, he can make all the throws on the field. It's just about he doesn't want to make them, or he's just not confident enough to do it consistently. Like, he'll give you one game, he'll play like he's supposed to, like a first-round pick, and then he'll do 3 games where he's playing like shit. It's like, bro, trust your receivers, man. Trust your receiver. Trust your personnel, bro. Trust your athletic ability, man. You got to trust that. You got to have that confidence. And that's why I say that Hard Knocks clip that we seen with you guys, I felt like that played a part. And watching Daniel Jones today, man, walk to that sideline, bro, after them 3 and outs or he threw an interception, you can see. And even Dable, when they were showing him, when Daniel Jones got to delay a game, dog, it's almost there's no the connection there is bad. I think that needs to be first.
Yeah,
it's between the ears.
Tarnished.
Man.
It's tarnished already, man.
He's broken. He's broken.
It's broken. It is broken, man. I hate to say that to y'all Giants fans, because I know you got to still go through the year, but it's broken, man. You can see it.
But
say it.
But I'm trying to hear. See, it's funny because I'm hearing like things that contradict each other from what y'all saying. I'm looking at the chat and then I'm listening to everybody else.
Yeah.
Nobody can really tell me what it is that on Daniel Jones's part that he should have done much more of. Like, okay, I'm not, and this is not even me trying to say that I think that he had this good of a game. But I do think that when you are analyzing Daniel Jones, you have to analyze the big picture. Go ahead, Dash.
I'll tell you. So I'll give you a couple plays as an example that pretty much defines Daniel Jones. He's late. His anticipation is not there. And I think that also he doesn't trust what he sees. So that last interception in the end zone, right? He had protection. He had time. He was late throwing that ball. And because he was late throwing that ball, he threw in a triple coverage and it got picked off. Had he thrown that ball when Buddy first got open, it would have been a tight window and it might have got there, but it would definitely not been an interception. That's what my problem is with Daniel Jones. He's waiting too long to distribute the ball. Like, he's waiting for guys to get open. He lacks that anticipation. And we're talking about the NFL, if you get a half a yard on somebody, that's considered NFL open. You're not getting 2-3 yards of separation. And then also we saw it with Sam Darnold in that play against Addison, or with Addison. Even though Addison was covered, he still threw that ball up there. And guess what happens? Sometimes you got to throw that ball to draw a flag. But Daniel Jones is not going to do that. He's waiting for guys to be wide open, and that's just not going to happen in the NFL. So that's my thing with Daniel Jones. He lacks that anticipation. I used to think it was a pocket awareness type of thing, but he's shown that he can move in the pocket a little bit, but it's anticipation. That's why you see a lot of those late throws. When he missed Theo Johnson right before he skipped that ball to Wan'Dale Robinson, you got to put that ball in front. That ball is behind him. Why? Because he's waiting too long for this guy to get open, and that's what it is. He's waiting too long.
I don't agree with that. Because
you're in denial.
Well, let's hear it, TP. Let's hear it, TP, because I'm interested.
This is the thing about See, this is the thing about having those what you call it, when you have standards for one quarterback and not the other. That I noticed that goes on with Daniel Jones. If you watch all of these good teams, including Patrick Mahomes, that people love to relate to all the time, when he throws the ball behind and these receivers catch it, no one says a thing or notices a thing, because at the end of the day, it's a complete ball. You're a professional receiver. You are supposed to be catching balls that are behind you too. That narrative needs to be killed.
Nah.
Just because
bro.
it is behind you does not mean that it is not a ball that you shouldn't catch.
Nah,
Good receivers.
uncatchable ball is one thing. Uncatchable ball is one
Yes,
thing.
I agree. But just because it's behind you doesn't mean that it's uncatchable. There's a lot of times when quarterbacks are going to put it a little behind you, or it may be positioned not at the exact way that you would ideally want to put it. But receivers that are doing their job, they're going to catch the ball. Tom Brady always had that. Teams that have effective passing games have that. So I think that when we talk about Daniel Jones, right, and this is also like when we go to the preseason game, we're talking about the Texans. Daniel Jones throws a bomb, right, and because it wasn't in the bucket, right, everybody's like, all right, but that was a good throw and catch, but at the end of the day, it still needs to be in front of them because they don't know.
That's nitpicking. That's nitpicking though, because we saw a lot of plays in training camp where balls were behind people and Malik Neighbors made some fantastic catches. Yeah, right. When it comes to that, what we're talking about is the anticipation of these throws, not the ball placement, the anticipation. So, and the other thing we can't do, we cannot throw any other quarterbacks' names in there, because when you start naming some of these other quarterbacks, they got the cachet. They got way more positive plays than negative plays. And when we're talking about Daniel Jones, it's been way more negative than positive. So we can't, I hate when a lot of Giants fans like to throw other quarterbacks. Like, is this for Daniel Jones, but not this for Patrick Mahomes? Patrick Mahomes can throw 3 interceptions in a row. Nobody's going to worry about it because they've seen what Patrick Mahomes can do. If Daniel Jones throws 3 interceptions in a row, it's the end of the world. And that's just what it is. It's not fair. I understand it's not fair, but these guys are not is not the same playing ground at all. It's not the same levels. It's 2 different guys we're talking about.
Yeah. Daniel Jones went 22 for 42 for 186 yards and 2 interceptions. Like at the end of the day, I put it like this: for a $40 million quarterback, that's unacceptable. Unacceptable. Right? Like that's just what it is. Like, you have to put up points, man. I'm actually on Dad's side with this one, man. Like, because I could put myself in y'all's shoes, because I felt like this a bunch of times, even though Kirk Cousins is way miles better than Daniel Jones, bro. He never really put me through this type of stress. But I could see a game like this when you're going into a season and, you go out and you draft a wide receiver in the first round and you put these pieces together and you come out there and you go 22 for 42 for 186 yards and 2 interceptions and not 1 touchdown. And you were in the red zone. I mean, I don't really know how many times you were in the red zone. Let me see if I can. I know you guys. I know time of possession. You guys had the ball more than us, which is crazy too. So not only did he not perform, and 7 for 18 on 3rd down.
And then also out of those 180 yards, 140 came in the second half.
Yeah.
Garbage time in fourth quarter.
What I'm saying. That's why stats can be misguiding though. Because all right, let's talk about the red zone. I literally watched that play over and over again, and I would love for somebody to tell me where he could have thrown that ball in the red zone.
Which one?
Anytime that Daniel Jones has thrown that ball.
You talking about the interception?
No, not the interception. Well, the interception, I have my opinion.
That was a mistake. That was a veteran safety baiting unexperienced, well, at least playing as such quarterback. That's what happened.
That was an ugly ball. And at the end of the day, that was a 4th down. You can't take a sack. You can't throw it out of bounds.
Right.
We're down, so you got to make something happen.
It
was ugly all the way. I'm talking about in the red zone after the fumble, right? And we did not get any points on the board. I'm looking like
that's bad play design.
Yeah.
That's bad play design.
but that's
Coaching.
my whole point. Look, let me make this clear. I'm not saying that Daniel Jones doesn't deserve to be criticized or that he played like this good game. What I'm saying is everybody, like I noticed that everybody was criticizing Daniel Jones' play, but then there was nothing else. Like y'all not gonna point out the flaws in Coach Dable. I've seen
You talk about
But
the
the but
timeline.
but this is the thing.
I'm talking about
TP,
overall. I'm even
but this
talking
the
about
thing.
like,
But this the thing, TP too though. Like because I feel like that sometimes with the coach, but the players got to play, man. You know what I'm
That's a
saying?
fact.
Like the players got to play, man.
that's a
and-
fact.
and-
Receivers too.
That's huge.
Receivers too. 'Cause I'm a big receiver guy, and I'm with you. I'm 1,000% with you. But players got to play, and I feel like none of these years we mention the receivers. It's always going to be on Daniel Jones. But when you're a quarterback, that's what's going to happen. But I feel like, look, this is the guy. Look, this is the guy. All right. So do you feel like? All right. So do you feel like the receivers played a good game today?
No, I don't think anybody played well today. What I'm saying to you is, and again, this is a big division that's in Giants. We said that Daniel Jones needed an offensive line. We said that Daniel Jones needed weapons, right?
Yes.
I noticed today that when he did let the ball go to Malik Neighbors, Malik Neighbors caught the ball.
Mhm.
Theo Johnson dropped one. Tyrone Tracy dropped one.
There's a lot
Devin
of drops.
Singletary dropped one. But Slayton, when he threw it to Slayton caught the ball. He skipped a couple to Wan'Dale Robinson. And it's hard. It's hard for Wan'Dale Robinson because you used to throwing to regular size wide receivers, and then you got Wan'Dale Robinson, and he tends to throw Wan'Dale high. But the whole point is you've worked all summer with these guys. I can't sit here and blame the wide receivers. That's why for me, I say number one is the coaching. Number two is Daniel Jones for me.
Keep that, and man, real quick too, man. Shout out my boy Q, man, my G, man, for sure, man. He from Charleston, where I'm from too, man. But he a Panthers podcaster, man. You know, like I told you, TP and Dash, man. I network with a bunch of different team, man. It's my brother right here, man. Listen, go tap into their podcast after that game. Go to their chat, man. I suggest anybody, if you just love football and you love entertainment and just real, kind of like how us do, like how we do up here on this panel, man. Because I feel like all of us on this panel have something in common. Because we come on here, we talk about our teams, and we keep it real. You know what I mean? And that's what my boy and Q and his crew do over there at Black Cat. But man, when you talk about Bryce Young, man, he's never been a fan of Bryce Young. And after today's game, them boys literally dressed up in suits and had church music playing in the background in the post game show. And I'm gonna tell you right now, if you want a good laugh, man, and you want to feel better about your team, right? Like because it's hard. It's hard today for the ones that lost bad. Go over there and put yourself in their shoes, man. But they still make it entertaining and fun, man. But they frustrated though. You know what I'm saying? They'll take Daniel Jones in a minute. You know what I'm saying? Like my boy will take Daniel Jones right now. You feel me?
I got NFL Plus. I have not seen any other game yet today.
Yeah,
like literally,
man.
I haven't. So I'm gonna be watching football all night once I get out of here.
I'm watching it right now as we
What's Bo Nix in it? What's Bo Nix? What's Denver looking like? What's Bo Nix them looking like?
They got
Bo Nix look ass.
I was watching the Washington game. You know, I gotta watch my boy Jaden Daniels.
Oh yeah,
you know,
he's from your city. Yeah, he's from your city.
Cali Love. He did okay, but they got the Dallas game on right now. Dallas 33-10. Watson done. He cooked, y'all.
Commanders lost.
Commanders lost.
So we not in the bottom by ourselves though. We not in the bottom by ourselves.
I'll tell you something else though. I mean, maybe it's Dallas. I don't know, but the Browns don't look that good either. And that's what we have.
What's the score? What's the score in the Dallas game?
33-10.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, man. What
Dallas is winning?
Deshaun Watson, man. I don't know what's going on with Deshaun Watson.
He's
cooked, bro. You know what happened? When he was getting them massages in Houston, he was playing good.
Well, my boy, but when I look, but it's crazy, right? Because I know that's a little off topic, but like when you think of Deshaun Watson and the talent that dude just possessed, man, it's like how in the hell, like how that shit just exit like that? Like that's scary. Like how that shit just go missing. I don't get that. You know what I mean? That's like because he was a baller, man.
I'm gonna tell you what it is. I'll break it down to you. Like, so my whole family, we all play football, right? And my cousin used to tell me this all the time. He a little older than me. He said, like, when you take time off of football, You think
Yeah.
you're coming back, you're going to be on the same speed as everybody else, but you got to understand that you a year behind. So their experience level is already ahead of you. So you are consistently playing catch up. So when Deshaun Watson take off 2 years, he's 2 years behind, still playing catch up. And everybody else's experience level is a whole lot better than his. And now he's at the point to where he just can't catch up anymore. That's what it is.
Yeah, that shit over with for the boy.
It's-
I'm sure
it's
y'all
over
will
with.
take him though, in the TP. Y'all, hey, TP and Dad, y'all will take him.
That's the only one I wouldn't take.
Oh, for real?
They'd take him, they'd take him and give him a new contract.
Not John Mara. Not John Mara.
Hey, so look, I say that to say we have Washington and then we have Cleveland. I know a lot of people been saying that this was a must win and we needed this win, right?
Yeah.
Now, on the bright side, if we do beat Washington and beat Cleveland, I feel better.
You thinking too far ahead, TP? Don't do that.
Look, I gotta talk to my fan base.
You got.
I gotta talk to my fan base.
Yeah,
I gotta talk to. I gotta talk to the Giants.
You gotta give them
that's
hope.
in this chat.
Yeah,
we gotta look ahead. You
For
can't. You can't sit here and just drain yourself in sorrow.
Absolutely.
This is week 1. So at the end of the day, you gotta think positive, baby.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I know a lot of people packed up their gear and put it in the closet already.
Football.
You know what I mean? I still got
that's like, man, I got the video in the vault right now coming out, man. I'm gonna let y'all motherfuckers know what it really hitting for this season, man. Hang that shit up.
I'm a little bit older. I can compartmentalize. I can take this Minnesota Vikings game and leave it where it is. I'm not gonna jump to week 3 with the Cleveland Browns. I'm glad you can do that. I'm focused.
No,
fully
I'm not
on the
jumping
Washington
there. I'm not
Commanders
jumping
right
there.
now. Okay,
I'm not
okay,
jumping there.
okay.
I'm saying, look, be positive in your thinking. Right now, everybody, it's a bad time for Giants fans. What I'm saying is it's possible for us to still turn this thing around. That's it. I'm not saying we gonna beat anybody yet. I'm just saying.
Didn't y'all get dog walk last year, week 1, like 40-0 or something? Was that week 1 or?
That was week 1.
That was week 1.
Yeah, because I know only reason why I asked, it wasn't to be funny. And I think I remember seeing a tweet today, I think during the game, where a fan of y'all's was like, this the second year in a row, you know what I mean, that we getting blown out on week 1, like they're like talking about Dable, talking about how they should fire him because of that. Like he never has the team prepared, and we always start the season out, 0-1 or something. So yeah,
historically, I don't know what it is about game 1s. We
don't win them. Yeah, I feel like the Vikings are opposite. I feel like we be winning week 1 all the damn time, and it was like we always win week 1.
We won week 1 in 2022.
Yeah. And to TP way, like this is for all fan bases, man. It's only week 1. You know what I'm saying? Like for real, it is really only week 1. So hey, you know how the NFL go, man. Like Wood stated earlier, man, this shit can go left real quick. Like the reality is this. The Vikings, as good as we look today, we could end up 4-13, and the Giants can end up 12-5 or something. Like it really could. Like now, when we look at the talent and we look at kind of, if we just gauging off today, you would think, hell no, that's
Rap being nice right now. Rap just being nice.
Hey, see, Dash ready. I'm scared to watch Dash video, man. After we get off here, man. You know what I mean? Hey, TP, he gonna have y'all ass going 2-15, man. I'm scared to watch this.
I don't. Again, I left this game as is. Next week is another story. Yeah. I just want to get to 1-1. That's all we can do right now is focus and be 1-1. I mean, 1-1 against the Commanders. I will leave it at that. But I'm just saying, I'm not being nice. I'm not being optimistic.
I feel you.
You got to show me now.
You know how it be when your team get a win, man. You know what I mean? You feel good. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
You still feel good.
Gucci,
you still feel good. You still feel good. Yo,
if the shoes were reversed, bro, I would probably been on this show right now like this the whole time, bro. Like just kind of, because the Vikings do dictate my emotions. They really do, man.
You gotta laugh to stop from crying. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm laughing. I'm crying in the inside right now.
Yeah.
I am crying, man.
It's difficult, man. That's why I told people this is the most difficult live that I've ever had to do.
So what can y'all do going forward, offensively and defensively? To I know it's just only game 1, like Rap said. It's a whole 16 games left. Like, what can y'all do, like scheme wise, to kind of like get things in the right position, put players in the position to succeed? What can y'all do to not have this happen every week?
I'll let Dash answer that first.
Yeah, so I'll say this. I don't think the game plan really changes. I just think the way he draws it up has to be a little bit different. Again, we expected the blitz this time around, so we went heavy personnel. Against the Commanders, their defense is not strong at all. So it's going to be a different approach. And I think what we can do with them, which will be a little bit easier than what we tried to do with you guys, is run the ball outside and actually establish the run. That's something that when we went down 14-3, Brian Dable got away from the run. Like, I understand it's 14-3, but it was the second quarter. You can't abandon the run. It's too early to do that. And I think that he panicked. He has to be calm. He has to stick to the script, because when he flies off the handle, good things don't happen. And I think he has to, whatever his game plan is, he has to stick with it. But he also has to be able to adjust when the defense is not doing what you expected them to do. Like, we shouldn't have been in heavy personnel in the second quarter. We should have spread things out and went to the quick game, because once you guys started getting pressure before and didn't have to send anybody, you guys had a couple of twists, but not a lot. You guys was basically just beating us, mano a mano. So you got to take advantage. And it's funny. I'll say one thing. It's funny too, because once Flores started getting in his bag, I said, you know what? This is the perfect time to run the screen, right? Perfect time to run the screen. But the screenplay they decided to run ended up being that interception by Van Ginkel. Like, it's a million ways to run the screen. Why are you running the screen with the bunch formation and you bring Wandell in motion? Everybody sees that. Van Ginkel makes a hell of a play. But then you saw the couple drives after that, we ran 3 successful screens in a row, running back screens in a row. And that's when I lost it. Because why wait so long to push the ball? One thing about Daniel Jones, the one time you see the best Daniel Jones is when he's actually pushing the ball, not let's line up in the huddle, let's get up to the line. No, when we push the ball. And I think that instead of Brian Dable trying to dictate against the Vikings defense, he was conceding and saying, well, let's see what the Vikings give us. No, man, you can't coach scared like that. I don't care what the score is. You can't coach like that. And he has to be more confident in this, man. And he got to let things go. And for Daniel Jones, throw the ball. Throw it. That's it.
Man. Throw the ball.
Give your guys a chance to make the plays.
No.
That's
all I could ask. That's all I could ask from our quarterback, Sam Darnold, too, man, is just, give your playmakers the chance to make plays. That's what they are on the field for. Because you'll be surprised, man, what can happen when you throw number 18, the Rock, man. Even if he looks covered, man, you got to realize he's never covered. All right, that don't exist. So we've seen Justin Jefferson, me and Woods, we see it firsthand all the time, man. Being a fan of the Vikings, like, you think about back to that Buffalo game, and even after that Buffalo game, you can even go back to last year's Lions game, man, where he made another crazy catch just like that. Like, bro, like that's what he does. You feel?
Hey, hold on, TP Way. Shout out to Q Cox, man. That's a Vikings fan.
Yeah.
He was in my live last night.
Yeah, man.
Told me it was going to be 24-10. I gave him a hard time, just like D Woods.
Yeah.
Kept it respectful. Kept it respectful, but shout out to him, man. Super cool, man. Super cool.
Absolutely,
Q Cox.
man.
Shout out to him, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Shout
out to you, Cox, man. Hey, I will say this. My last thing on Daniel Jones. If he airs that shit out, y'all don't get mad if some interceptions come with that. Yeah. That's all I'm saying. Like, don't get mad.
The risk is worth the reward, man, in my opinion.
I'm with it. I'm definitely with it. I like that style. I like that. I like the aggressiveness when it comes with that. That was my main thing. I didn't like the fact that I don't feel like we opened it up. I don't think we gotta really see like the true our receivers really being put to the test of where we could like mix some things up and take some shots down the field. Jalen Hyatt, where was he? I think we like threw to him once that I can remember.
Target, he dropped.
Yeah.
One target.
One target. Yeah.
He dropped
it. Dropped it. Like, I mean, all in all, everybody played bad, right? So what I would like to see is for us to be aggressive, open this thing up, and then we'll live and die like that.
I mean, I was excited to see the running game on my end, man. Like, because I've been pushing for the Vikings to, lean on that run game and lean on Aaron Jones. You feel me? So it was one of those things where I was definitely excited to see that. I mean, he had 94 yards, a touchdown. So he played a solid game, man. That's what I was asking for. I had him projected having
He ended up with
101.
94.
Yeah, he ended up with he ended up with 94 and a tutty.
It was a lot of garbage time.
It was quiet. It was quiet. He did it on the slick tip. Man. But I noticed it. You know what I'm saying? I definitely noticed it.
He had a nice run off a cutback when nothing was there. I remember.
Yeah, and that second effort, man. There was a play during that game too where it was third down. Was it third down or something? I think it was like third down.
Yeah, it was
fourth
third.
down.
It was
Might
like
have been
third.
fourth down.
No, I think it was third. It was 3rd and 2, and that's when he got hit initially and spun off it. And
Dex actually stuffed the initial push, and then he like spun off that jump, man. And that's something that he's done throughout his career, man. And that's what I like about him, man. His body movement, man. How he contorts his body and just keeps fighting for that extra yardage, man. That makes a difference because the NFL is a game of inches, man. You know what I mean? And that's the thing, like. We don't get that first down right there, this whole narrative could be different, So like those plays, I appreciate those plays, man. And shout out to Aaron Jones, man. He did his thing today for sure.
Can somebody tell me like what happened from that first few drives on? Like, because I swear the game started exactly how any Giants fans could have possibly wanted. Then after that, that was absolutely it. So I mean,
I'll tell you what happened. So when Drew Phillips hit the running back out on the flat and he got the fumble, we turned around, got the ball, and went 3 straight passes, and didn't move the ball once. And then we kicked the field goal. Like you gotta score touchdowns when you get turnovers like that.
Yeah.
And we just
you do.
The New York field goal Giants. That's what we was doing. That's what it is. That's what it is.
My boy Dash ain't playing with not near one of y'all damn Giants fans today, man.
I gotta see it. Like next, like don't get me wrong. Like I'm in the car, I'm riding, but like I said, I gotta keep it. I gotta keep it real with what I saw. I'm not going to sugarcoat none of that stuff, man. I still support I've been a Giants fan for a long time. I'm old, bro. Over 30 plus years I've been a Giants fan. I'm not trying to hear none of it. You know what you do? You want to tell me? Go beat the Washington Commanders. I don't want to talk about nothing else. Go beat the Washington Commanders, and then you can tell me, okay, he did this, he did that. No, I don't want to hear it.
So pretty much your vibe don't change. Your vibe don't change until your vibe's not going to change until next Sunday. Pretty much is like.
Oh yeah, no, I'm on next. I'm on next all week.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna be like this today. I'm probably gonna be like this tomorrow.
Yeah.
Wednesday, once we come to bring in the game plan for the Commanders, I'll start switching up.
Trying to move on.
Thursday, I'll be talking trash to the Commanders fans, and then they're gonna see what happened, and I might be right back here with the same.
As good as this game was, man, I might hold on to this shit till Friday, man. How you feeling, Woods, man? I might run this shit in the hole, man.
Like I said before, I wasn't even gonna talk no trash to y'all earlier, like last week, but y'all started it, so I just had to,
Rap started it. Rap started it behind the scenes.
Yeah, I did kick it off.
Hey, look, man.
Because I would have been on that kind of time if we would have won. Absolutely, I respect.
Yeah, I told him. That's what I told him.
But again, all I care about is being respectful at the end of the day. Ain't nothing wrong with trash talking back and forth, and that's the thing I'm getting here. At the end of the
makes
day,
it fun, man. But at the end of the day, we
Absolutely.
respectful, man. We, as men, man. You know what I mean. We all respect each other up here, man.
That's a fact.
And even after this live, we still gonna communicate and be doing business together, man. Hopefully, we can do a lot more business together in the future. So you never know, man. We put our heads together where we can come out of this, man. Football brings people together, man. That's why it's such a great sport. That's why it's such a great sport, man. I've met so many friends, man, throughout this shit.
Let me piggyback off of that because I wanted to make sure that this year that I did more reaching out. Last year I did a lot of watching, and I told myself that it's okay for people to let somebody know, yo, I love your work. I love what you're doing over there. Yo, let's work, right?
Yeah.
So this year, that's kind of what it's been about for me. I've been trying to reach out to the guys that I've been, seeing, and guys I've been watching from this fan base, from other fan bases, and things of that nature. And this is kind of the result that you get from it. Everybody in the chat, first of all, I do want to say, man, shout out to y'all, because y'all have been the same. Y'all have been all respectful, but talking trash. And y'all have been doing what football people love about the sport. So that's why I keep mentioning y'all and saluting y'all, because y'all did it right. Nobody took it too far. Nobody was disrespectful. Nobody was acting crazy. And y'all showed love, because I see that y'all are subscribing to these other channels and things of that nature.
Mm-hmm.
And that does a lot for us. All of us up here, we can contest. It takes a lot of time away from our families, away from our loved ones, to do this.
Mm-hmm.
So for y'all to show love in the way that y'all show love, nothing but respect. So keep doing that. Subscribe to each and every one of these gentlemen up here, and just salute to y'all. Salute to y'all. This was fun for sure. Super fun.
And real quick, man, I want to give a suggestion too for y'all, being that y'all playing the Commanders. I don't know if y'all do know, man, but if you don't, I'm gonna mention him, man. A good brother over there, Rio, man. Rambling with Rio, man, on the Commanders side.
That's
so
my guy.
hey, that's my guy too, man. Me and him, we rock too. So hopefully y'all can reach out and get, I'm gonna tap into that. So hopefully both of y'all can get him on the channel, or y'all jump on his channel and do a little pregame and postgame, man. That'll be lit, man. I think that'll be fire, man. So shout out my boy Rio, man. I always suggest him when people talk about Commanders. They're just a stand-up dude, and puts out great work. Like you said, man, puts out great work, similar to us. So he just kind of has that same mind frame of just calling it for what it is, man. Calling a spade, so shout out Rio.
That's love for sure.
Yeah. That's funny. I watch Rio. So yeah, Rio's definitely one of them ones, man, for sure. Definitely one of them ones. So look, man, any last words of this funeral that y'all see, man? I see y'all in the all black, and look, I ain't even gonna.
I should have uploaded the funeral music to the soundboard, man. But I took a nap after the game. I'm gonna keep it real with you. I took a nap after the game. Good thing I woke up in time, because that ass whooping had me a little sleepy, man. You know what I mean? That should have me a little sleepy.
Oh man, somebody said, what is the chat? TP Way the Giant, man. That is my channel, fellas. I'll let y'all plug y'all stuff, but TP Way the Giant, that is my channel. And yeah, man, I've been talking up here for close to 2 hours, so y'all kind of get a feel of how I go and how I do my thing.
When you're having fun, man, you know what I mean? Like you're having fun talking football, even after a loss. You know what I mean? I know it hurts, but like at the end of the day, man, we love doing it. That's why we do it, man. And like you said, man, it take a lot of time to be a creator, man, with a football team or anything on YouTube, man. It does. It takes your time and consistency, man. And hey, but we're sitting on here 2 hours like it's nothing. You know what I mean? And it's like, damn, I feel like we just got started. I feel like the conversation just getting started. Like we ain't even get to the meat and potatoes yet. But nah, man, great conversation tonight.
Yeah, of course.
I've had enough today. I've had enough.
Yeah. Hey, I appreciate everybody that tapped in, man, for sure, man. The chat, man. Shout out the chat, man. Shout out everybody that supported, man. With these fellas, supported these fellas as well, and just the shows we had over this past couple of days, man. I've enjoyed it, man, like crazy. Shout out my boy Juke over there.
He was busy.
Crazy, man. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. We had some good shows with Giants Nation, man, and you know what I mean? Like we appreciate it. I'm sure I can speak for the Purple Gang community, man. That's what I call it. That's what we came up with from my community. We call them Purple Gang members, man. And we appreciate y'all too, man. And they show their class. Hey, if somebody gets spicy, they get spicy. But as long as everything good, everything good, man. That's how we move, man. So and I gotta thank them for that, man, because they make me look good for sure, man. I couldn't do it without them.
Nah, y'all have my respect for sure. Y'all have my respect. Y'all are the definition of walking your trap, take over your trap. So, I'm gonna talk to my army, man, and we're gonna suit up and we gonna regroup. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're gonna regroup. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
D Woods, any words, man?
Let's go, baby.
Oh, baby, let's go, man.
Hey, yo, I'm gonna tell you what's worse. I'm gonna tell you what's worse than talking shit. The humble shit. The
Yeah,
humble shit is worse.
The humble shit. Yeah, the humble
I'm
shit.
riding for him to just rip the Band-Aid off.
I'm sick of him.
Let's wrap it up on that, man. I need to get some sleep and rest this thing off, man. You know what I mean? That's ain't nothing a good nap can't take care of, man. So
that's a fact.
That's what.
Hey,
that's
we got
what,
another week, man. We move on.
And when you wake
move
up,
on. Hey, all I'm gonna tell y'all fellas, man, just make sure y'all check on us next Sunday, man. Tap in with us, check on us, man. Check on us. You know
I'm tuned in to y'all all season. I'm
Yeah.
gonna stay tuned in all season. The funny thing about this, and this is gonna be my last thing. The funny thing is, I ain't talked myself into some week 2 drama too. I got Cop Pizzle and one of my NFC East soldiers. You know, this is NFC East time right here. So this is inside the division. It's gonna get real when it comes to that.
Nasty.
So yeah. So
I seen some of your videos, man. That's what made me really gravitate toward you, man. Those shows you do there, man. Them shit hit different, man.
Appreciate it, bro. Yeah, appreciate it. Yeah, and Dash always come like check in on me, you know, just in case we need to whip some ass real quick. Dash always comes and steps in, and you know. He messed it up and then he bounced. So salute the Dash for you know what I mean. But let's make this clear, man. You see Dash showed up, man. There was no running. He just had to attend to his business, but there was no running. All right, so
you can't say the rest about the other boy though.
Yeah, where boy at, man? Where the dude that
surprised. I was surprised.
Hey, from my chat, I just posted TP's page in there. I posted his channel. I'm grabbing Dashes now. And make sure y'all go subscribe to these fellas, man, for sure, man. Make sure y'all subscribe to these fellas. They on life support, y'all. They on life support. We gotta we gotta do our weekly checkups, y'all. We gotta do our weekly checkups.
That's a fact. Yeah, check on me next week, man, because we need to bounce back. But he actually went to the game, man. So I know that him getting home, I'm not sure what time he was gonna be able to get home to get on and get set up and stuff. So I'm gonna check on him as well.
Right there, like, I'm ducking that smoke shit. I'm leave it. We ain't about to get online with them right now. That boy, not today.
Nah, that's a fact, man. That's a fact because I know. So I went live after the game, you know, for the live reaction. Handling all that smoke within the fan base. I saw a rap picture come up in the comment. I was like, I know where I need to be. I know I gotta show up after this.
All I did was drop the eyes. I just dropped the eyes emoji. I didn't even say nothing. I just dropped the eyes in there.
I saw it. He dropped that and got out of there. I was like, I said, I know I saw him in here real quick. I said, I'm gonna see him, man. I'm gonna see him at TP's live. So yeah. I knew I had to come back. I had to. I wish I could say I was doubling back, but we got double backed on. So it is what it is. It is what it is.
So yeah, man, this was another.
Yeah. I wanted to be the one to spin the block, and then I got spun on. Is what happened. It is what it is. It is what it is.
Oh man, so yeah, this was another dope episode, man. I hope you enjoyed it, man. Again, yo, the Viking Nation, y'all represented. Y'all definitely earned my respect. So salute to y'all. Please make sure you subscribe. Big Dash, bro. Thank you again, man, for tuning in. I know you a busy man yourself, so carving out some time, man. That's always appreciated. Mm-hmm. And until next time, it's been real. Peace.
All right. Peace.
A rock don't move from a pebble. We don't cruise with the devil. We don't lose, we don't settle. Hard as heavy metal, but as smooth as the trouble that take you to that level that we ball on. We stand tall on, but never fall on. You can call on, get up off the floor, strengthen up your core. The mind is never poor. We shine like the sun of prime. Call it Shador.